Drivers, start your engines.
Sonoma, or as it was known at this time, Infineon Raceway. We are here for the first road course race of the season, and I'm starting dead last in 43rd because that's just how off pace I am. In reality, though, I did a lot of practice, and I'm not feeling too bad. I think our speed isn't going to be as terrible as I've been expecting the entire season, as you've probably heard me mention in the prior races, how I was dreading coming to the road courses because of how off pace I was. Qualifying time, not there, but they are crazy good in Q, and I think that's not going to be indicative of how they are in the race. But this week we've got two viewer drivers with us. Starting up in 9th with a great qualifying run, the 00 of Jory Jones, back with us for his second start of the year with a really good qualifying. And then just behind him, the number 90 of Bobby Birch, making his first start. Those are our two viewer drivers, only two this week. And apologies for the delay between these races. Was not my intention, but last month and a half have been pretty difficult for me. Have not had a lot of time. iRacing is a little bit easier to record, I've found, because I just race it and then upload, then I'm done with every race. These races are usually a little bit longer than any race I would do on iRacing, and I have to edit them a little bit, which adds a couple hours. So that's why those have been coming out and not this. But if you're way in the future and watching just this whole series, you won't even notice. Hopefully. It's kind of my intent with this in our 2003 series. I'm going to try and get the whole season. I'm going to do the whole season. Don't worry about that. I'm not quitting. I'm going to try and get the whole season recorded, and then people looking back at this game 10 years from now will see the playlist of the whole season. Kind of how I think this game should be played, like long races for a full season. Kind of how I intend it. And how I think they want the game to be played. Even though the AI kind of struggles a little bit with longer races. It seems like, once in a while. But I'm hoping to have a nice clean one. We're just going to be taking it easy for a while. All this traffic packed up in front of us. We're going to have to be very patient.
Get ready now.
Just trying to get around and not get destroyed. One thing about road course racing in this game, as opposed to iRacing, there are full course cautions. So if you get a wreck, you will be under caution, depending. 56 laps. This is going to be a long one, a really difficult race. And I'm just hoping to survive to the end and just be as careful as humanly possible. Got a few road course ringers in this race. Boris Said is up there somewhere. He was always racing the road courses around this time of NASCAR. And I think Ron Fellows is in this race. Scott Pruitt. Christian Fittipaldi. Then you got all the usual people. Now I've kind of got the setup made so that once I get up the hill after turn 1, I can pretty much just keep it in second gear the entire time and not worry about it. Which I think is definitely going to help me. The S's I always struggle at. For some reason, the weight transfer in this game for the car, very weird. I tend to struggle with that. Once I get out of the S's, that's when I start shifting up, and then I can just keep it in 4th until we get to the hairpin. Probably shift down into 3rd there, but the less shifting I have to do, the better, I think. And as I said, there's like 3 wide right there. Dale Jarrett in the middle. Jamie McMurray.
Keep to the right.
They're really slow right here, right before the start-finish line. But as I've said, we're all just getting started in the huge pack. It's going to be a lot of just kind of waiting on the traffic. Once we get spread out, we can start looking to make passes, try and gain time. But right now, it's all about just navigating the cars and trying to keep the car clean. This hairpin is always pretty tricky as well. I could probably put it down into first, but as I've said, less shifting I have to do to upset the car, better. Then we're here into the S's. Also am kind of worried about getting run over as I wait on traffic, but hopefully we can survive that. That corner I always found to be pretty awkward.
Left side.
I seem to be able to outbrake the AI as well in the hairpin there.
Stay on the right.
And here you can pretty much take this section flat out, but they really slow down for it a lot more than I do.
Clear on the left. Car left.
Nearly into the dirt there.
Clear. Left side.
McMurray pretty quick into turn one. Still a huge group in front of us. Yeah, the combination of this race just being a road course and being very difficult, and the stuff I've been having to deal with over the past month and a half has just made it so I haven't got to this race. Luckily, next race is Daytona, so I should be pretty competitive there regardless. Our Super Speedway package car unfortunately did get wrecked out in the last Talladega race, but with how strong we were at the Daytona 500, I feel like the team can be really competitive on the backup car and then the new backup car for the Super Speedways. I feel like we're going to be fine at Daytona night. It's always a pretty fun race. I'm stuck behind Steve Park in the 30 and McMurray here. Whoa. Oh. They checked up so bad right there. I just got into the back of Steve Park. Thankfully, we didn't die. Apologies to Steve Park. Lost some positions there. No damage. But lost some momentum. They take it so slow when they're too wide, especially that section of the track. I just didn't have time to react to how slow they were going to be. But we're okay. We're plenty fine. I came into this race expecting to get dead last, so anything better than dead last at one of the road courses, no problem. And let's not run wide and get the dirt. No idea how this car is going to start to handle once the tires get worn. I have not done a long run, really. But we will see. Just going to be trying to be smooth. Let's see if we can get around Tony Raines. Down into turn one, you can use the hill to slow down, which is nice. Not much brake needed. And I went wide and let Raines back in there, but should be able to power off to the top of the hill. And down into the short chute.
Left side. Clear on the left. Car left. Keep to the right.
All right.
Clear.
Not looking bad. Not looking bad at all. Steve Park probably isn't happy with us at this point, but you know, we're still going. We're still green. No issues. This does go all green. We will need to make at least one stop for fuel. I imagine we'll just take 4 tires while we're there. Let's not try and get any fancy shenanigans going on there with pit strategy. Just do the basics and do what we can do. It would be nice to get a top 30. I don't know if that's possible.
All right. Clear.
Get around Benson, who
Keep to the
wrecked
right.
us at Pocono and nearly just wrecked us right there.
Stay on the right.
Coming off a couple of really disappointing finishes, Pocono and then
Clear on the
Michigan, after my win at Dover. I'd like to be more consistent with my finishes, get less DNFs, try and consistently finish top 20 if I can. But we do have a few wins this season, so nothing to be too concerned about. This is our rookie year. To have 3 wins, I think we have 3. That's pretty darn good. But definitely would like to get some more consistency, but that'll come with time, I think. We still got more than half the season to go. So nothing to be too worried about at this point. Almost caught back up to McMurray. I think we were right behind him and Steve Park when we made contact with Steve Park.
right side.
Get around Jack Sprague.
On the right.
We got Kyle Petty here. Nearly get around Kyle Petty.
Car left.
Go to his right side.
Still there. Clear.
Everybody's being pretty good. Haven't seen any mistakes really. The only thing I've seen is me running into the back of Park. But we are slowly making progress. See Ron Fellows up there in the 1 car on my relative in 29th, running the DEI 1 this race. I think he's going to run Watkins Glen as well, I think. Not sure. I know Boris Said is in the 01. He's way up front. Always super quick on the road courses. All right, McMurray's pulled away a little bit. Let's see if we can put down a couple good laps. Catching Jarrett here into the front stretch. We're just a lot quicker through the first little section than a lot of the drivers. They check up way too much for the front stretch. You can take that left-hander right before the start-finish line, basically flat out. But a lot of them don't do that. Maybe the leaders are.
Keep to the right.
Not sure.
Keep to the right.
When we get a chance, we can
Stay on the right.
check and see who's leading this thing. But don't have a lot of time to just mess around with the boxes.
Clear.
Busy just about every part of this track. Fortunately, we were not able to get around Jarrett completely there. Not very fast through the S's. The S's are my weakest part of the track, and I think it's going to be that way for Watkins Glen as well. Just I cannot get the weight transfer back and forth with this car. Never have been good at that in this game. Jarrett nearly turned right across my nose into the hairpin.
Still there.
I think we'll clear them here before we get to the finish line because they check up too much. And nearly caught back up to McMurray. And I'm feeling pretty good. Nearly top 30. See Ron Fellows up there ahead of us. Right behind Elliott Sadler. And then Kenny Wallace right in front of McMurray here. Surprised Ron Fellows isn't doing better. He's pretty good at road courses, I believe.
Left side.
See if we can get around McMurray here. Have to take this hairpin tight. We can't get a very good run out of it.
Still there. Still there.
Side by side into the S's with McMurray.
Clear.
Just clear him.
Left side.
And he gets back on our left side.
Clear.
And we clear him before the hairpin. That's good. Alright, we're doing good. Thought I was going to overdrive the hairpin there. That would have been bad. Looks like Casey Mears is on pit road. Wonder if he drove off into the tire barrier or something. You go off into the tire barriers here, you destroy the car. You hit the tire barrier at all, and the car is freaking destroyed. Like, it takes no speed. Once you get into the tire barrier, you're done. It's pretty crazy. You can bounce it off the wall and be fine. You can bounce it into other competitors like we did with Steve Park and be okay. But if you touch any tire barrier, that car is just ripped apart. And you gotta just tow it back to the pits.
Left side.
Ooh.
Clear.
Ron Fellow's really slow there on the outside of that hairpin. See if we can outbrake him into the other hairpin. Turn 11, I believe, is what it's called.
Left side.
We sneak on his inside.
Still there. Clear.
And we clear him. See if we can get Sadler here. And we can.
Clear.
I think we are top 30 now. See Sterling Marlin and Ricky Craven ahead. Go ahead and go for the inside here, but probably won't be able to clear him before the S's.
Stay on the right.
And too wide through the S's is very dangerous for me.
Keep to the right.
We're hanging with him though. A little bit loose on throttle there.
On the left.
I think we've settled in pretty well. Moving up a little bit.
Car left.
See a
Still
big
there.
gaggle of cars right in front of us.
Still there. Clear. Car right.
Craven really slow at the front stretch.
Clear on the right.
Just sneak around him. We're almost top 25. It's going to be crazy if we finish better here than we did at Michigan. Michigan being one of my best tracks on the schedule, and then this being one of my worst. Be very interesting. Nemechek way out of sorts there through that section, but gets it back going before we get to the bottom of the hill.
Still there.
Clear him before the hairpin.
Left side.
Barely.
Clear.
Sneak it on through there. They're too wide in front of us through the S's. Just be nice and careful. Todd Bodine and Kurt Busch. And then Ward Burton way up ahead of them. Just kind of stuck right here. Go to the inside on this part here though.
Car left.
Maybe get both
Clear.
of them.
Left side. Keep to the right.
And we do.
Clear on the left.
Coming around to complete lap 12.
We'll give you 1 can of fuel.
Crew chief says 1 can of fuel for the pit stop. That's probably fine. We'll look at that when we get closer to pitting. halfway would be... what would halfway be? Around lap 20... Oh, I don't know why I'm downshifting there. I'm thinking about math. Like 26, 27, 28. About lap 28 would be halfway. So if this does go all green, maybe we pit at lap 28, take our 4 tires, and fill it up to what we need with fuel. And then just go about our business. Or we run it empty and then fill up right at the end. In that case, do we even take tires? I don't know. Don't know. I didn't practice a pit road entry. Well, I did, but that was right at the beginning of my practice, and I've been practicing off and on for a few weeks. Usually don't practice much at all. For the ovals, at least. Coming up on Ward Burton, there's Boris Said in 19th. He's actually not doing as good as I expected. Figured he'd be top 10. But respectable top 20 is fine. Especially for a guy that only runs a couple races a year. We'll see what the other drivers do in terms of pit strategy. I imagine they'll probably just run it out of fuel and pit when they need gas. But who knows? There could be some different calls. While we got a little bit of a lull, let's go ahead and take a look at the top leaders. Dale Jr. actually up there leading this thing. Not really a road course racer. So he's having a good run. Jimmy Johnson behind him. Johnson's always pretty quick at the road courses. And then Jeff Gordon in 4th. Both of them really quick. Kenseth and Stewart. Stewart's pretty good. Bill Elliott, Robbie Gordon is really good. So, not too bad. Jory Jones up there running 10th. Good for him. See if we see any of the viewer drivers at all this race. But some expected names up there in the top 10 and some unexpected names as well, like Dale Jr. winning this thing. I know he's really good, especially at this point in his career, but not really known for being quick at the road courses until he goes over to Hendrick. And then he starts to get better.
Left side.
Okay, so we can work our way through this group. Rusty Wallace on our outside. Rusty Wallace is good at road courses. He's not having a great run to start this one. We're going to be too wide with Labani. We're in the top 20. How about that? And Greg Biffle. All kind of clogged up right here. Very hard to go too wide through most of this track. But we do it. See if we can get up here and get around Mayfield. Then there's a huge gap in front of Boris Said, 11 seconds to Michael Waltrip. I wonder what happened to cause that big gap. If anything happened, if that's just how quick the front half of the field is, I don't know. But if we get up here and get around Boris Said, it may be racing by ourselves for a while. I don't even see Michael Waltrip up in front of him. But looking good, still moving forward, and I'm happy about that. Really, really happy. Sneak around Mayfield here.
Clear on the right.
Car with tires getting worn, it's not feeling much different yet. It could start getting tighter, harder to slow down. That's mostly what I'm worried about. If I start getting where I can't slow the car down and then slide off and get into the gravel and the dirt and spin and hit the wall, hit tire barrier, that's when I'm going to get really in a lot of trouble. But right now it's feeling okay. The way the car feels in this game at road courses isn't quite what you would expect, and it's not quite what iRacing is. It doesn't feel as heavy of a stock car, and it doesn't feel like you got so much power with not much grip like you'd expect a big heavy stock car on a road course to feel like. It's a little bit easier to drive in that respect, but very difficult still. Just a little bit different how it feels. We're just going to blast around Boris Said right there. And Michael Waltrip's already within 9 seconds, so we are catching him slowly. But now we got nobody in front of us, so no real guide to follow through all the corners. We'll see if we can keep it on track. Just got to run some nice, smooth, calm laps. Hopefully pull away from Boris Said. I feel like we'll be able to, which is crazy. I didn't think I'd be able to even say that. Coming into this thing, Boris Said, a road course ringer. Us with very little experience. Oh yeah, we can already see Michael Waltrip up in front of us now at the bottom of the S's. And Bobby Birch in the number 90 car up there in 13th. He's on our relative now. We may catch him. Cannot believe we can see 13th on the F2 there. Would really love to get a good finish, but not expecting one. So this is just working out great for us right now. But after two back-to-back disappointing ones, definitely would feel good to get a good one. And then Daytona, where anything can happen. We're going to be fast and competitive there, I believe. But you never know when you could get wrecked out. You got LePages that like to come out and just turn left into you and wreck the whole field when they're like 20 laps down getting lapped again. If you remember the Talladega race, that was pretty crazy. Whoops, a little bit loose there. That was an unfortunate one. We were having a good competitive race at Talladega. Coming down to the end of it, and then LePage just does what he does. Wrecks the entire field. It's been a good season. It's been interesting, really fun. Different storylines happening. We've got a couple surprise wins. Martinsville, I remember, being really crazy, and then Dover, we were quick. Auto Club, California. But we expected to be quick there. And then we actually got a decent finish at Richmond after a really rough race. Just thinking back on the season so far, it's been a really fun one. We're almost halfway through. I believe the 18th race at Chicagoland will mark the halfway point with the 36 race season. We got this race here at Sonoma, and then Daytona, and then Chicagoland. Daytona and Chicagoland, I'm pretty confident about. I think we're going to be good. Just going to be about executing and being smooth, not getting wrecked and not wrecking myself out, making any stupid mistakes. New Hampshire after Chicagoland, that's going to be a tough one. I've never really been quick at New Hampshire in this game. So we're going to have to see what we got there. I don't know why I'm downshifting here, because I'm not thinking. And then Pocono again. And I'm looking for some revenge at Pocono. Looking to get a better run. We were surprisingly quick in the first run, but then got wrecked. Okay, we got people on pit road here. They are cutting this race in half, it seems like.
You're in the top 10.
That is interesting. What lap are we on? 21? Well, they're pitting way early for halfway even. We got 36 to go still. I'm going to stay out for a while. That is very strange. Some weird strategies going on out there. They're looking to just pit early and get the fuel and get out there for the rest of this race and not worry about it, I guess. I'm going to stay out here and not waste any time trying to get on pit road. And who knows, we could get a caution and just have a bunch of track position after that. Or this race could go all green. Never know. Everyone could keep it together, keep their cool, or someone, as we had happen a couple times this season, someone could just blow their motor and then just park it on track and get a yellow that way. Slow car on the right. I think that's somebody going down pit road. Entry. Tony Raines, perhaps. Pulled within 5 seconds of Michael. He has not pit. Boris said is about 3 seconds back. We pulled away from him a little bit, but not a ton. Right now, feeling good. Lap traffic up ahead. I guess Raines wasn't on pit road. He's just a lap down. I see Jimmy Spencer on there as well. A couple guys that I don't think are very good at road course racing. The leader is on pit road. So they're pitting like 10 laps before halfway. 5 or 10 laps. Very interesting call, but could work out for them. I know they're quick, so I don't know why I'm downshifting here again, but it's fine. And the two people in front of us are pitting now. I'm staying out. I see no reason to go ahead and pit yet. The tires feel fine. We got a lot of fuel left. 21 laps, 31 laps to go. I mean, I'm at the point where I don't even know if we need tires when we pit. We're going to see how this feels for the rest of this run. We may just do a splash and go. Lose very little time on pit road. So we'll see how this shakes out. We could be in line for a really good finish, let alone acceptable and decent. Though we are coming up on Steve Park here, he may not be happy with us. We may get a little bit of a bumper. Alright, Dale Jr.'s behind me. He came out of the pits behind me, just barely. That's how far ahead he was. He may catch us. He can get around us, especially if he's on new tires. That's fine. I don't know why I keep downshifting here. I guess it helps a little bit. Slow car on the right is just a guy going down pit road. Here comes the leader, he says, as Dale Jr. is behind me. He's not really the leader right now. I might be, actually. Okay. I am the leader, and we just got a caution, so Johnny Benson wrecked. That is very interesting. So we're going to go ahead and come down pit road now. We'll take 4 tires. Looks like we would need tires as well. But we're going to be pitting from the lead instead of wherever we were. That is interesting. Very interesting indeed. So everyone that pit, they're going to be okay. because Dale Jr. is right behind us. He's going to get cycled back into the lead. It's going to be interesting to see where we come out, since I think we're the only ones that haven't pit yet. We're going to lead a couple laps. That's cool. Very interesting development. That's why I didn't pit yet, because I thought we might get a yellow. But we're going to take our fuel here, and that should get us to the end. Since we're under yellow conditions here, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit extra fuel just to make sure. It's going to make the car a little bit heavier, but that's okay. And on the restart, we're going to have to remember that we got a bunch of people around us. We're going to be packed up again. Got to be careful and smooth, and hopefully we don't get run over. And yeah. Dale Jr. is going to cycle back to the lead with Jimmy Johnson behind him. Is there anybody a lap down? Fittipaldi and Casey Mears look to be the only ones. Surprised more people didn't get trapped a lap down there with the caution, but I guess it came out right at the end of whoever was pitting, their little pit cycle. And the lap is so long, you're not going to go a lap down from a pit stop. Like Dale Jr., I don't know how far ahead he was, but he just came out right behind us. So, I think pit road's open. Is it? Yes. I see the flag.
Now open.
I'm going to pit since we're here. I don't know what pit road speed is.
Keep it under 2,500 in seconds.
Since I got the opportunity to pit under caution, I might as well, since I didn't practice pitting under green.
On the front stretch, limits 35.
We're going to take our 4 tires and fuel and come out somewhere. Looks like there's one guy pitting with us. Lap down Casey Mears and McMurray, who's not a lap down.
Go, go, go!
Few people pitting, but not many.
Keep it under 2,500.
Speed limit's 35. Elliott Sadler.
Pass the stop sign at the end of pit road. The pace car.
We got to make sure we don't pass the stop sign. We may be going all the way to the back, but that's okay. We made our way through the field. We can do it again. And we get the green flag, the go sign.
Okay, you're clear of pit lane. Stay behind the 32 car.
Okay, so we didn't even come out in last since we got the go sign and they were mid-pack, so we're going to be in 20-something. That is fine. I am not concerned about that.
We're going green next time by.
Apparently we're going green next time. Fuel-wise, we should be totally okay. If I could find it, there we go. And we'll see if we can get up and in front of Boris Said there. That's who we had just passed. We hadn't caught Michael yet before the caution came out. Well, I think we did, but that's because he pit. So I think pit cycle, if we'd cycled through, if we'd gone to the end and I'd pit, we would come out around 17th. So we're quite a bit further than that, but that's okay. 25th, maybe 29th actually. But you know what? Just be careful. Do another conservative run for a few laps, and then start making our way forward, and we should be okay again. We're going to be single file, so that should get us a little bit spread out. Showing some confidence here at the road course. Kind of excited to run Watkins Glen now, not gonna lie. That may be pretty fun. It's a little bit easier of a road course than Sonoma is, so I'm just gonna struggle through the S's like I do. And the bus stop, probably. But it could be fun. We got a lot of good ovals before that, though. should be restarting in first gear since we're going to be in the hairpin. All right, hopefully we don't get run over here
Get ready now. Going green.
because I'm going to be stuck in traffic for a bit. Hopefully Dale Jarrett understands that. But we did lead a couple laps. That's a statistic we can add to our resume. Led some laps at Infineon. And they're getting all kinds of stacked up here coming to the green. Very messy. We're going to have to make sure we don't pass Ricky Craven. And then watch out for people getting black flags around us. Alright. Oh my, that's scary. Alright, we're gonna... Oh, wow. Car is full of fuel now, so it's a little bit heavier. We are really clogged up here. That's okay. Whoops. Got a little bit loose. We're going to get on the inside of Dale Jarrett here. Ricky Craven looking to the inside, blocking a little bit. We just sneak in. And we're going to be too wide through the S's. Use the throttle to get it to turn around the corners. And we are clear of him. That was a little bit scary. Hopefully we can get back strung out, make passes a little bit easier. Rusty Wallace may have gotten a black flag passing with how messy that start was. And they're going to be 3 wide here again. I hope we don't get any more cautions. That's going to really drag out this race with how long the laps are. Alright, made some more passes. Just looking for Boris Set up there, looking for that 01 car. That's who I need to get by. I see him. He's up in front of Birch in the 90. Whoa, and Kurt Busch runs way wide right there. We're going to be on his outside coming down to this downhill part. We haven't been here yet. Go over the rumble strips, but we're okay. Down into the hairpin, we're going to be too wide on the outside. Oh, and I'm running into the gravel. Hadn't been on that side of the track yet with somebody on my inside, but we survived. And they're going to be all clogged up through the S's, so we'll gain a little bit of time back. As long as we're okay, we're totally fine. We drive off track a little bit, just get back on and go. Don't worry about losing some time. As long as the car is drivable and not broken.
Keep to the right. Stay on the right.
Alright, gotta be careful here.
Stay on the right.
With a guy in front of us, I don't want to run in the back of him like I did Park. See if we've learned from our mistake.
Left side.
Greg Biffle's sneaking in to our left side there.
Clear on the
We
left.
have the inside for
Left
that
side.
corner, but he's still there.
Clear.
Now, hopefully the tires can make it to the end. They were more worn than I expected them, but I think they'll be okay. I guess it's because we're locking them up a little bit
Still there.
once in a while into these corners, trying to make sure we don't hit anybody.
Keep to the right.
Ford Burton.
Clear. Left side.
Whoa, man.
Still there.
A little bit of side-to-side contact with them there.
Still there.
We'll clear them into the hairpin for sure.
Keep to the right.
And we really overdrive it
Car right.
and let Biffle back in, but
Clear on the right.
we're going to be much faster through this section.
Clear the cross flag. We're halfway home.
Just now to halfway. Stuck behind Nemechek and this group. A little bit loose. Gotta be careful on throttle. I can't get too throttle happy. You will still spin out.
Left side.
Cross over Jeff Burton here. Sneak
Stay on the
under
right.
him and Nemechek.
Stay on the right. Stay on the right.
So far, I've got to say, this has been a really fun race. I'm having way more fun than I
Stay on the right.
imagined I could here at a road course. So I'm happy about that. If I was running dead last, 2 seconds off the pace of the next slowest guy, that would not be fun. But the fact that we're competitive, making passes, having to dodge some people, be careful, it's made this a lot of fun. And
Right side.
Nemechek blocking the bottom a little bit.
Clear on the right.
I'm going to get in before Ward Burton can sneak underneath me there.
All right.
Nemechek just kind of in the way right now.
Clear on the right.
Can we clear him?
You're now in the top 20.
Gets us back into the top 20. Back behind Kurt Busch here. I still see Boris Said up there, so that's good. He's made up a few positions since the restart.
Car left.
Sneak underneath Kurt.
Stay on the right.
But will we clear him before the S's? I don't know. I would like to, because going too wide through the S's is scary.
Clear on the left.
Okay, we do. Good. Bouncing it over the curbs. Looking good. Look on the inside of Ricky Rudd here, try to outbrake him.
Car left.
We do. There's the double zero of Jory Jones as well.
Stay on the right.
We're on the inside of Bobby Birch.
Clear on the left.
We clear him.
Keep digging.
Mayfield had to kind of back off there. Kind of tightens up before we get up the hill. And it's really slow through the center of that corner. He is really just in the way. But let's not get over anxious. We've got plenty of time. Let's be nice and smooth. He's on the inside of Boris Said here. See if we can follow him.
Car left. Keep to the right.
Michael Waltrip up there doing really good, actually
Still there.
making some passes through the pack.
Keep to the right.
Yeah, we ran a little bit wide there with Boris on our inside.
Keep to the right.
Don't push up into him. All right, we're okay.
Keep to the right.
I don't feel like I've been saving tires nearly as well as the first run,
Clear.
as evidenced
Left
by
side.
me just overdrive it. Now we're going to be 3 wide nearly.
Clear on the right.
Overdrove the corner and just completely missed the apex, but we survive.
Clear.
Make a couple more passes. Got a lap car, Fittipaldi up here, I believe, in the 44. Yep. He's not having a good one. That's going to get things all kinds of messed up here. Bobby Labonte and Ryan Newman. We're almost top 15.
Car left.
I think we are top 15.
Clear on the left. Car left. Clear.
Got to be on the inside here with Fittipaldi there, stuck on the outside.
Keep to the right.
Now we're going to be too wide with Newman into the S's. We grabbed the grass a little bit on the outside of that curb, and that got the car loose. And Newman nearly drives it into our quarter panel, but
Clear on the left.
we're okay. That was really close. Labonte up there trying to get around Fittipaldi.
Left side.
Dive it in on Newman.
Stay on the right.
Just gotta wait. I'm not gonna take it 3 wide, especially through here. Very, very dangerous. Just gonna try and get around Fittipaldi the best we can. He's gonna be extremely slow. Newman gets stuck behind him. We clear him. Take a bad angle into that corner, but we're okay. This has been very exciting since the restart. I just hope it goes green to the end. Labonte, look to his inside.
Stay on the right. Still there.
I don't know why I keep trying to go too wide through the S's. I cannot. That is really, really dangerous and not something I'm good at. I should really just wait behind him until we get to this part. Because I'm not faster through the S's anyway. So I can outbrake them into the hairpin and be much faster than them on the front stretch.
Left side.
And I just completely missed the corner, and he does a crossover move on me.
Keep to the left.
Good move, but we're going to get the drive out. I need to stop overdriving the hairpin. It's not good. All right, puts us 13th. Jory Jones in the 00 right in front of us, having a really good run. Oh, I overdrove that corner. Looking at his back bumper instead of where I'm at on track. I'm really surprised how well Michael Waltrip's doing. I guess you could probably say that about any race he's in. But he's doing really good here. Big gap in front of him to Labonte and then Robbie Gordon. They've all gotten spread out. Kind of straddle the curb there. We've got a little bit of a gap to Bobby Labonte behind us. Hey look, I didn't overdrive it. Look how much easier this corner is when you don't overshoot it by 20 yards. You'd think I'd learn a thing or two. Did we sneak it on the inside? I don't think so. I think that would have been dangerous. Let's see if we can get him into the downhill before the short shoot. I think we'll be able to. Look to his inside. We're not quite there. We gotta wait. Alright, I'm not gonna go too wide with him through the S's. I'm gonna wait until we get to the hairpin and try and clear him on the front stretch. That's our fastest part of the track. Going too wide through the S's just slows us both down. I don't want Labonte and Boris Said behind us to catch back up. Trying to be strategic with my passes. That's what we need to be doing. Though we are not gaining as much time on these guys now as we were with the guys further back in the pack. So we're getting closer to finding our space, finding how fast we are in the field, I think. Maybe just outside the top 10, or maybe barely top 10, if we can get there. Look to the inside on Michael, not quite there. See, further back in the pack, we could get to their inside there on the downhill right-hander. But they're getting a little bit better here as we go further up. And we're much slower through the S's. All right.
Left side.
We did outbrake him into the hairpin though, so that's good.
Stay on the right.
We'll clear him before the front stretch. Puts us 11th. Top 10 in sight. 20 laps to go. Are we going to be able to get a top 10? That would be exciting. I think we might. Robbie Gordon up there having a good run, as you'd expect from him at a road course. All right. Gaining time. Looks like we may be able to get top 8. 8 seconds from us to Mark Martin in 7th. The top 8 right in front of us. We can see him. Bill Elliott there. May be able to get around them.
All right.
Go around Terry Labonte here.
Clear on the right. You're in the top 10.
We are top 10. Can you believe it? I really can't. I am really curious how fast we're going to be at Watkins Glen. Not the kind of speed I expected to have here. A little bit loose there. Don't throw it away now. We got a good car. We got good pace. Just bring it home. Tony Stewart 12 seconds ahead in 6th. So looks like no top 5. No amazing miracle top 5. Looks like top 10 is all we're getting. If we can bring it home in one piece. If it stays like it is with no cautions, I think we're good though. Bill Elliott pitting. Why? I wonder if he pit too early and can't make it on fuel. That is interesting. Is he the only one on pit road? No. Tony Stewart's on pit road. What is going on? Are they, can they not make it on tires?
Clear. Car left.
Oh my goodness.
Stay on the right.
Save it.
The yellow flag is out. Let's go. Race back
Nobody
to the
hit me.
line.
Robbie Gordon just dive bombed me and just dumped me there with people pitting. Man, what the heck is going on? And we get a caution. That's going to shake things up. No idea what we're going to get now. Thankfully, that didn't hurt the car. We just got spun around and there was nobody behind us to slam into us like they so often do. Man, I am very surprised that the leaders were pitting there. Now, do we pit for tires? I don't think that would be a good idea. We got such good track position right now. Just racing back to the line. We're good on fuel.
Road is closed.
I really don't know why they were pitting there. If the leaders in front of us pit, we'll go ahead and pit for tires, but otherwise, I see no reason why we would. We were going to make it to the end there easily until Robbie Gordon wrecked us because he was offended we were passing him. Man, very, very strange. What's going on here? I do not know why they were pitting. This is definitely a one-stop race. Only 56 laps. Half distance of the real race, as is every race we're doing this year. People slamming into the back of each other as we're getting stacked up here. Very, very weird. We don't have any damage. Don't have to worry about that. We just got looped a little bit. We can make it on fuel. We're gonna have less than 20 to go, probably about 15 to go when we could take the green again. Now the leader, still junior. Man, that's really gonna hurt Tony Stewart. He's back in 18th. And Bill Elliott, where's he at? He's back in 32nd. Bill Elliott, who pit from like 7th or 8th, pitting right before we get wrecked for a caution. And just, I don't know what they were thinking. I do not know. But Bill Elliott way out of contention now. Tony Stewart is not as far back as he was, but I'm pretty sure he was top 3, top 5 for sure. He's back in 18th. It looks like the other leaders are pitting. I am really confused by that. Do we pit for tires here? Or do we take our track position?
Pit road is now open.
No, I think we pit for tires because I think everybody else is. We'll go ahead and pit for tires.
Limit 35. Keep it under.
Since the leaders are.
In seconds.
Actually, I don't know where pit road speed started. I think we might have just got a black flag. Because they were so much faster there.
Front stretch.
We could have got a black flag there. I don't know.
The pace cars in turn 1.
I don't know where pit road speed started. I was going like 40, but Michael Waltrip was going much faster in front of me. I don't know. Hopefully we didn't.
1A. Wait, something's wrong. Come on, you guys. The lug nuts wouldn't go on right. Go, go, go!
Hopefully pit road speed started after the right-hander there. That's where it starts on iRacing. We're going to be very careful here.
Watch that speed now. Keep it on 2,500 in seconds.
We didn't get that call until we left the pit box, so I think we're going to be fine. Jeff Gordon's sitting in his pit stall. What's wrong with him? He pit from the lead.
Okay, you're clear of pit lane. Sorry, buddy.
Okay, phew.
You can make it up on the track.
No black flag.
31 car.
Hopefully we came out in the top 10, because I think all the leaders pit there. I don't know why.
We're going green next time by.
I don't know why they were pitting under green. The caution kind of saves it, though, because I think if we stayed out, everyone else would have just pit and we would have won. So this kind of makes it make sense. Because there's no reason. There was no reason to pit there for the leaders. I'm 99% certain. But yeah, we are up towards the front, if not the top 10, just outside of it. I think there's some lap cars. Yeah, a lot of lap cars up there. Tony Stewart. Well, Tony Stewart's fine, and Bill Elliott. That's actually going to work out perfect for them, because they just stayed out there while all the other ones pit. So they're going to cycle to 1 and 2. So their clairvoyance, they pit literally right before the caution came out, and are going to come out perfectly. Since you can't go a lap down pitting here. That's interesting. We need to get around Robbie Gordon, though, since he wrecked us. I think only lost one spot on track when that happened, because we looped it around and just got back going. I think Bobby Labonte got around us, but we beat him on pit road, so. Coming to the green. Let's remember to be careful. We're coming down to the end of this, but we gotta survive, first and foremost. Any finish for us here is a great finish. If we lose 10 spots here, that's okay. We're going to have some laps to make it up. These are long laps. Just got to be careful. Don't put us into any ridiculous, dangerous situations. We'll be okay.
Get ready now. Going green.
All right.
Pace cars in.
Let's finish this one out. No more cautions. We're going to have 15 laps to go. And we're going to get stacked up here. Hopefully we don't get rear-ended and destroyed. Don't pass anybody before the line. Get a black flag. Nice and careful. Nice and smooth.
Right side.
Robbie Gordon being extremely slow there. I don't know what's wrong with him. And now he
Still
goes.
there. Clear on the right. Right side.
He is just not happy with me. He's just trying to hold me up, wrecking me. I don't know what his deal is.
Clear on the right.
He's very offended that I'm
Right side.
beating him at a road course.
Still there. Keep to the left. Clear. Car left.
Oh, don't go 3 wide with
Still
Kenseth.
there.
Gotta wait.
Keep to the right.
Kenseth, not a good run
Stay on the right.
out of that right-hander.
Stay on the
We'll be
right.
2 wide through the S's, but really no choice since we're really in a big pack here.
Left side. Keep to the right. Clear.
Oh, we're
Left
wide.
side. Clear on the left.
Okay, we're okay. Car should feel great on new tires with less fuel. You would think. I'm gonna dive it up the inside here.
Car left.
Nearly get on the inside of Kenseth.
Stay on the right.
We
Clear.
do.
Right side.
Sneak around Martin, sneak around
Stay on the left.
Harvick.
You're in the top.
Nearly.
Keep to
He
the
beats
left.
us up the hill. Back to the top 10.
Keep to the left. Clear on the right. All right. Keep to the left.
Oh man, 2 wide.
Stay on the
We're
left.
racing hard. We got top 5 in front of us now with everybody stacked back up for the
Stay
restart.
on the left.
We're getting all we can get. Jimmy Johnson right in front of us.
Keep to the left.
And we cannot clear Harvick.
Stay on the left.
It's going to have to let him in line. Get into the back of him a little bit there. That's okay. See how we're 2 wide there. We lose so much time to Johnson, who was single file. So bad to go 2 wide through the S's. We'll get Harvick here though.
Left side. Still
And
there.
we overdrive it.
Clear.
Nearly get on the gas too hard in first gear. Nowhere to go here. They're 2 wide going into turn 1. Try and sneak around Labonte.
Left side. Still there.
Whoa, he nearly pushed up into us there.
Clear on the left.
We clear him. Jory Jones, look at him, up in 2nd place right now. What a great run he is having. That is crazy good. He's got some lap traffic in front of him. He's actually passed Tony Stewart up into 2nd. Bill Elliott is winning this thing, which is actually kind of bad because he is very close to 1st place in points. I think he's top 3 in points. Bill Elliott. So that hurts us for him to do so good. Oh, Johnson. Couldn't quite get to his inside there. We are in 6th place. Top 5 is right in front of us. I don't think this would have been happening had we not gotten the caution, because they were so far ahead of us before that. Oh, he runs wide a little bit. Oh, I push up.
Left side.
Try and get on his left
Stay
side.
on the right. Still there.
Into the hairpin. Are we going to clear him before the S's?
Keep to the right.
No, we are not.
Keep to the right.
We're just so slow through the S's, 2 wide.
Keep to the right.
Oh, I was hoping he'd clear me there. We're just slowing each other down so bad.
Clear. The yellow flag is out.
Man, we got another caution.
Back to the line.
Man, this is taking forever. We keep getting cautions.
Right
Oh,
side.
Harvick.
Pit road is closed. Keep to the
Harvick's
left.
going to get around
Clear.
us.
Car right. Clear.
I'm going to try and cross him over here.
Car left. Clear on the left. Right side.
All right, we clear him.
Clear on the right. Okay, we're under caution. Stay
What was
behind
that
the
caution
48
for?
car. Keep digging.
No idea. See some dirt here, but that could have been people slowing down for pace car.
Stay behind the 48 car.
Third caution of the day. I don't think anyone's going to be pitting here. And I believe with 11 to go, we should be getting a restart. Pretty exciting race. Pretty exciting race. I'd like to finish it, but we keep getting yellows. Get rear-ended by Harvick, as we're all... Every caution we check up so bad out of the short chute for some reason. So, top 5, Bill Elliott with his pit strategies winning this thing. Jory Jones, who seems to be extremely fast, up there in second. He's gotten around Tony Stewart, who's in third. Dale Jr., who's led most of this thing, I believe, he's in fourth. Johnson in fifth, right behind him. We are somehow in sixth, doing really well. I'm really happy being in sixth. Harvick right behind us, who's pretty quick. And then Kenseth, Robbie Gordon, is giving us some trouble. Boris Said moved his way up to 11th, so he's starting to close this one out. Mark Martin in 12th. Mayfield, Ward Burton, Ryan Newman, Ricky Rudd, Greg Biffle, Elliott Sadler, Sterling Marlin, Kyle Petty round out the top 20. Then Kurt Busch, Johnny Benson, and Jeff Gordon, who had some sort of issue on pit road. He's back in 23rd. He was up here in the top 5, near the top 5. And then Jack Sprague, Steve Park back there in 25th. Ken Schrader, who's actually doing not too bad. Scott Pruitt, Ron Fellows, Jimmy Spencer, Kenny Wallace.
Pit road is now open.
Tony Raines, Michael Waltrip, Bobby Labonte, Rusty Wallace, who's really fallen off, back in 34th. Bobby Birch in the number 90. He's in 35th. He's struggling a little bit. We just got slammed into by whoever was behind us. No damage, though. Joe Nemechek, Jamie McMurray, who we were battling earlier. I was thinking was in the top 20 when we were racing him, but he's back in 37th. Jeff Burton, who I've seen on pit road a few times, he's back in 38th. Ricky Craven, 39th. Dale Jarrett, 40th. Todd Bodine in 41st. Christian Fittipaldi a lap down in 42nd. Casey Mears, 2 laps down in 43rd. I don't think anyone has wrecked out of this race. So that is interesting. Johnny Benson, who I think was in the first wreck, he's in 22nd. Still don't even have the 1 to go yet, I don't think. Need to get this show on the road. I want to get this race done. I want to get my finish locked in. I don't want to have a chance of getting wrecked out. The more we're packed up in this pack, the more dangerous it is for me. I'm going to be really heartbroken if we get spun again and get slammed into when we're all in a group, or I get sent into the tire barrier or something like that. With how well we performed here,
We're going green next time.
really like the results to reflect that. Going green next time, so that's good. Hopefully we go to the end. Hopefully no one has any more issues. Hopefully we can hang on to it. Kevin Harvick, I think, is going to be very anxious to try and get back around us. Matt Kenseth behind him. See how fast this front group is. No more lap cars in the way. They've all been cycled through to the back of the pack. With that quick yellow we got. It's going to be interesting. Going to be going green with 9 laps to go. How are we going to fare? Just bring it home. Just make sure we keep the car going straight. Keep it on the pavement. Hopefully don't get run over. Don't force anything. Trying to remind myself, just be careful. We're in a position to get a great finish. We just got to keep it clean. Which is amazing that I'm saying that about a road course. Alright, let's try and get a good restart. Let's see what we can do. Pace car's off.
Get ready now. Going green. Pace car's in.
And we're going to get stacked up into the hairpin like we do every time. Because they slow way down for some reason.
Green, green, green.
Green flag. We're pushing Johnson. The front 5 are extremely slow in front of us. Gotta remember how to race. Whoa, we're loose. Gassing it up too hard there at the top of the hill. Tires are cold. We've been sitting around for too long. Thought about diving it up the inside there. Looks like we are, because he ran wide a little bit. But I do not want to be too wide through the S's, especially with the pack behind us. But we're not going to have a choice, because if I let off, Harvick is just going to get on his outside. Oh, wow, he was slow. We were tripping over each other here. But okay, we're settled now. Maybe we can clear him into the hairpin. Harvick right behind us. A little bit of a gap to Kenseth behind him.
Car left. Keep to the right.
Whoa, we dove it in deep. Somehow didn't
Keep to the right.
just drive straight into the side of him.
Clear on the left.
And we clear him. We are top 5.
All right, we're back in 5th.
Stewart right in front of us. Okay, whoa, careful. Getting loose. Alright, I'm going to wait behind him. I'm not going to try and go too wide into this hairpin. I haven't been able to complete a pass into this hairpin all day. And getting too wide through the S's is just too slow for us. Bill Elliott's running away with it. Junior's trying to get around Jory Jones there. Stewart's falling off a little bit. Big run. He gives us room. We go to his inside.
Stay on the right.
Whoa, we're loose.
Still there. Clear.
And we clear Tony Stewart for 4th.
Back in 4th now. Good job.
I cannot believe the position we are in right now. Whoa, really cut that. We lost a little bit of time. Junior right on the back of Jory Jones. And Bill Elliott trying to run away with it. They go really slow into the first hairpin here. And they're going to pull back away through the S's. Man, what a great run. We can be happy with this run regardless of the finish, but I want to finish well. No mistakes. They are much faster through the hairpin than previous people behind us have been. They're still struggling into turn 1 though. Gotta wait behind them. Getting onto the front stretch, for some reason, they have a lot of trouble with it. And we can just power through it. And I thought about diving it up the inside there. Didn't want to risk it. And I'm not going to go to the inside here either. That's just going to slow us down. We're not going to complete it. Oh man, loose. Bill Elliott 3.5 seconds up. Jory Jones trying to get away from Junior. He's trying to finish second. I don't think anybody's catching Bill Elliott. Trying to get on the inside of Junior.
Just 5 more to go.
Oh!
On the right, left side.
We bounce it off the wall.
Clear on the left.
Go into the gravel a little bit. And lose the position. Just trying to cut it close there. Trying to get clear of Junior before we go uphill. But that was almost disaster. We could have easily spun going that far into the dirt. I think the spotter said 5 to go. That is correct. We're going to try and work to get back around Junior if we can. Did not need to bounce it off the wall there, though. Back to our slowest section of the track. Trying to get all I can through the curves, but just really slow. 4 seconds to Bill Elliott up ahead. And 1.8 behind us to Stewart, 2.0. He's very slow out of the hairpin. I thought about going to his inside there, but I didn't want to bounce off the wall again. And that position, I could have easily bounced it into him and wrecked both of us. I don't want to do that. Just such a difficult section to make a pass. We'll look to his inside.
Left side.
Oh, we're not quite there.
On the left. Left side. Keep to the right. Keep to the right.
We're going to be too wide. I'm going to back off. I don't want to be too wide through the hairpin, or the S's. That's just going to slow us down. And try and keep up with Jones. I'm going to make this pass and not lose time, if I can. Whoa, nearly get to his inside. Not quite there. Nearly bounced it off the wall again.
Keep to the left. Okay, we're back in third. Keep hustling. Back in third.
All right, we moved up to third. We've gotten around Junior. Can we hold on to it? 4.5 seconds to Bill Elliott. He is long gone. Can we get Jones for second? I'm not going to try and go too wide with him here and get Junior back to our bumper. He may get back to our bumper anyway. Just going to wait on him. Nice and smooth here. Just scare him up out of the groove.
Car left.
A little bit loose on throttle. And we've cleared him for second place.
Just 2 to go.
2 laps to
Back in
go.
second. Good
We are in
job.
second place at a road course. Unbelievable. Can we catch up to Bill Elliott? I don't know if we have enough laps. I think we got held up there for a little bit too long. We are gaining unbelievably. But he's going to gain time back on us here. Oh, we got a little bit loose on exit. Coming to the white flag. We just ran out of laps. Oh wow, we are overshooting that a little bit. Not bad. White flag in the air.
White flag. 1 more lap to go.
Alright. Bring it home nice and smooth. Don't think we're going to catch him. But the fact that we're running up here at all is freaking unbelievable. Over the curb. Almost within 2 seconds of him. We just do not have enough time, I don't think. We push a little bit wide there.
The yellow flag is out. Let's go.
And this thing's going to end under caution and checkered, but
Pit road is closed.
that's okay. Bill Elliott coming around to get a win. We are going to come home with freaking second place. Are you kidding me? How in the world was that possible?
There's
What
flag.
the heck?
It's over.
Absolutely
Great job,
did
buddy.
not expect that. We are going to save this car, get it to Watkins Glen in a few weeks. Towards the end of the season, actually. And oh my goodness, I cannot believe we finished second at Sonoma. That was an exciting race. That was a fun race. One of the best ones of the season. We needed a decent finish, and we got more than a decent finish. That's for sure. Bill Elliott gets the win. I'm pretty sure he's won one before. I can't remember this season already. But my freaking goodness. What a race. Jory Jones comes home with third. Beats Dale Jr. Absolutely amazing run for him as well. See if I can find Bobby Birch. He's back in 33rd. Had a tough day. But respectable. Boris Said finished his top 10. Good run for him. Robbie Gordon, who wrecked us, he gets 9th. My
Limits 35.
goodness.
2,500 in
What a
second.
finish. What an absolutely Amazing race. I can't believe
You're
that.
too far to the left.
We're not too far to the left. Wow. Bill Elliott gets the win. We come home with second place at a road course, a second and a half behind Bill Elliott. Jory Jones second, great run. Junior fourth, Tony Stewart in fifth, and then Bobby Birch back there in 33rd. Jeff Gordon made his way back up to 20th. Decent run. But wow, whew, what a race. What a race. I cannot believe that happened. That is amazing. I am excited to get to Daytona, Chicagoland. Excited to go back to Pocono in a few weeks. New Hampshire is going to be a tricky one. Hopefully we got some speed there, and I think Indianapolis is coming up as well. Bunch of fun races coming up. I was very concerned with the road course, thinking we need to get a bunch of good finishes leading up to this race to try and get a buffer for how rough this one was going to be. But it was not rough at all. We come away with second place. Extremely happy about that. What a race. That was awesome.